Hi everyone, my name is Ilse and today I'm sharing my journey into UX through Vogel's 12 stage hero's journey and Plutchik wheel of emotions. Starting with my ordinary world, I graduated in Mexico as an industrial engineering where everything was about system, process, optimization, how can we make this faster or how can we reduce waste. I work in quality assurance, continuous improvement, management, and I felt at that point trust in my technical skills and joy in solving these analytical puzzles. But after a few years, I started asking myself, why will doing this make me happy for the rest of my career? Because I realized that something it was missing. Even when the process improved and efficiency increased, I feel like the human experience was never addressed at all. The users, like the actually people, weren't forgotten. So these changed for me everything. I started asking different questions like, how does this feel to use? What's going through someone's mind when they interacting with this process or this machine? So I felt surprised at this awakening and anticipation, that this sense that there was something more out there for me to learn, or a different path that I needed to explore. Refusal of the call. So I started searching for a master's program, but nothing felt right. Some of them were too technical or too business focused, so I couldn't find what I was looking for because I couldn't even name it yet. I also got distracted by the job market. I started choosing programs based on what seemed safe rather than what I actually care about. So the fear kicked in, the fear of starting over, the fear of making wrong choice, and the fear of leaving behind everything that I have learned. So I was really exhausted from searching, taking certificates, applying to programs that I didn't excite me at all. Then one day I came across a UX certificate. I watched some videos, read about it, and share what I saw with a friend. And this friend told me about his experience working with a product designer, and something just clicked in that chat. For the first time in months, I felt optimistic. My interest exploded, and because I had the name for what I was searching for, a user experience design, crossing the threshold. So I dropped all my other applications for other master's degree programs, um, and started looking specifically for human computer interaction programs. I dove into books, videos, exploring everything about UX. So I was fully committed and interested to taking that path. But also, I felt fear because I had zero UX skills or experience at that moment, and I was starting from scratch. Once I started my master's program, I had this huge relief. I wasn't alone. So many of us were transitioning from other fields, and my allies became my classmates. Through our projects together, I felt admiration and joy working with them, because they taught me so much and pushed me to improve my skills. Approach to the inmost cave. So, which brings me to where I am now. Um, I am refining my portfolio and putting together my case studies. This is where everything I have learned has to come together and prove I can actually do this work. I feel both fear and anticipation, like this vigilant energy because this is my presentation card to land a job opportunity. My ordeal. That's applying for entry level roles and internships. This is where I have to prove myself, articulate my design thinking, explain my decisions, and yeah, I feel terror about the imposter syndrome. But I also feel surprised at how much I have actually learned and know that all that I accomplished. The reward. This year, I landed my first internship, and also I was invited to collaborate on a grant as a UX UI designer and researcher. So I feel gratitude, ecstasy, and joy because I'm gaining more confidence in my research and design skills, and I finally at this point I have a clear path of my professional life. um, and the skills what that I have learned along the program are becoming real, and I can see myself growing. The road back. I'm actively applying what I have learned, working on personal projects, refining my portfolio, searching for opportunities. So I'm no longer just a student learning theory or learning new skills. I'm stepping into the professional world as a practitioner. So I felt anticipation about what's ahead and trust in this path. The journey, I know that the journey isn't over, but I'm committed. Resurrection, like my transformation. So I realized that I don't have to choose between being an engineer or being a designer or being a researcher. I think I'm both, and I can bring system thinking and human empathy to my work. That combination, understanding how things work and how people feel. My journey hasn't just given me new skills, it's transformed how I see problems. I've and I feel trust and serenity. Return with Elixir. Um, I want to create experience that feel effortless. I want to keep solving puzzles that balance business, technology, and humanity. I want to keep learning. I want to be the voice of users in technical spaces where they might otherwise be forgotten. Um, I feel joy about this future. I feel trust about combining my engineering brain with designing experiences. Thank you.